your
For
kisses
your
for
kisses
me.
for me. I think I'm doing the Macarena.
So long, la, 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 la. I forgot the words.
Enough, Jess. We've got some. We don't want to lose our viewers. Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Eurovision again. 1976, way before I was born. Jess, were you around in 76?
Long before my time.
I want to know if we've got any viewers in the live tonight who actually watched the 1976 contest live. It's the first time that I've ever seen. Obviously, I know the winning song, but it was nice to watch through. It's like going back to your roots, kind of, isn't it? This is what, if it wasn't for 1976 and all those contests before, we wouldn't be enjoying Eurovision as we are now. Jess, what should we do? Let's go to the live chat and we'll say hello to people in there. We've got Sarah O'Halloran. You're always here, Sarah O'Halloran, and we love you for it. And you got some news. I want to know what your news is. Oh, the beautiful Joanne Johnson. Hey, Joanne, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Were you guys watching the show tonight? We've got Clav. Hello, greetings to you in Latvia. Oh no, Latvia in it wasn't Latvia in 1976, was there? It's part of the Soviet Union, so no Eurovision participation. We've got Hey Twan, how you doing? We've got Christopher, we've got Nurton as well in the live chat. Hey guys, we want to know your thoughts on Eurovision again at 1976. Let us know who your favourites were. Jess, there was some crazy haircuts and outfits tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like stepping into an alternative universe where everyone has big puffy hair and flared trousers. Yeah, I wasn't 100% liking the fashion that was going on, but some of it was quite a statement. But I mean, that was the 70s, right?
Oh well, it was an enjoyable watch. I mean, the show is totally different to what we kind of experienced. Even the voting at the end, I got a little bit confused. It seemed to be 1 to 12. It was the current voting, but just in a different order. Clavs is saying you had Soviet Union had Intervision back in 1976. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, guys, in the live chat, we want you to clap him because he's late. It's Tommy. Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
How you doing?
Better late than never. Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Your beautiful Irish accent.
How are things?
Well, we want to know, Tommy, how did you enjoy the show tonight?
I really enjoyed it. Actually, I think it's the first show from that era that I've seen ever, actually, in that much length. I've seen individual clips of 70s, 60s, 70s performances before, but that's the most I've watched in one sitting. And yeah, I really liked it. I loved how classy it was with the flowers for each of the contestants and the orchestra and everybody well dressed in their like tuxedos and stuff like that. So yeah, it was like a real go into the past. I really enjoyed it.
We have to mention the flowers at the end of the performance because it was a nice touch. But I was like halfway through the songs before I realised that was actually happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll go through the songs in a minute and which ones were your favourite. I mean, we've spoken about the crazy hairstyles, the crazy outfits, lots and lots of brown. I wasn't 100% a fan of the stage, but we have to remember it's 1976. We haven't got LEDs, we haven't got huge screens. Everything was just a little brown in the 70s.
Yeah, I like the shape though and the way they kept moving around. I actually didn't realize that for a while, but it seemed like we were moving around for each different country.
They moved.
And that was quite cool. Yeah, didn't you notice that?
They moved between the songs. So I don't think you saw them move.
No. Yeah.
Go back and watch a couple of different songs and you'll see the shapes are all in different places. Maybe it would have been nice to see them moving around. We have to say hello to ESE Manga as well from Turkey. Hey, ESE Manga. Right, so should we start with the UK because they were first on and they won the whole thing.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of the UK song? What did you think?
Love it. Love the song, love the staging, love the performance. Not that I'm biased or anything, but it was a well-deserved winner, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's classic. It's a classic song. Yeah, so good. I love the dance moves as well. Very, it was just very catchy and very like slick. Yeah, all of that.
Slick.
Slick. Yeah.
Well, the 70s version of Slick.
Reminded me of Fuego. No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh. I have to say, my mum absolutely loves that song. That's one of her favourite Eurovision winners of all time. I mean, it was a huge hit in the 70s as well. It was number one here in the UK for weeks. I'm pretty sure it must have gone to number one in other countries. Ireland only gave us 3 points.
Yeah, actually, I have to say that was the funniest moment of the whole show for me. Yeah, obviously that was the jury day, and I don't think that was completely impartial, but yeah, it was quite funny.
Then we had Switzerland second on. I don't know. There's something about clowns. I just get really freaked out.
Oh, the
And that,
clown one. I
what is it
mean, I
with
have no
clowns?
problem with clowns, but for a Eurovision performance like that, was the clown necessary? I mean, it was a bit of a weird touch to the staging.
I
Like, you
just hope
just
he
sat
got
there
arrested.
thinking, what can we do to stand out? I know, let's have a clown.
It's
Yeah,
funny though,
no.
because if you fast forward to the 2000s, if you saw a clown on stage, you would have been thinking, "Oh, of course there's a clown." That
I
was
don't remember the song
style
though.
of
All I
things.
remember from Switzerland is the clown.
Me too.
I think Switzerland did quite well.
Yeah, they seem to be getting quite a lot of points consistently throughout the voting.
Another one that seemed to be getting a lot of points was Austria.
Were those the cowboy dudes? People thingy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were singing about loving their boat or something. Did I mishear the lyrics?
I heard a
I've got
few lyrics
no
like
idea.
the sweet temptation of your love or something like this. It was very yeah, very funny.
I mean, no offense to any Austrians or people that like this, but I don't understand why or how it did so well. Like, it just baffles me.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't
I
the
really
best.
liked it. Yeah, I thought it was like so
Thanks.
cheesy and camp, but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It was like a kid's song. Guys, I want to know, and guys in the live chat as well, I want your top threes from tonight. We have to quickly say hello to. We've got Eurovision side. Oh, you were alive in 1976. You were only, but you might have watched it. I love the fact that you might have actually seen it and you don't even realise.
You need
We've
to
got,
ask your parents.
we've got Matthew Blackie in the live chat. Hey, Matthew, we want to know if you're watching tonight and which ones were your favourites. Clouds, you were 16 years old you're going to make me do some maths now. So you were 16 years old in 1976. You were born in 1960, so that makes you.
Or is he saying minus 16?
80? You're 80. 60. You're 60, not 80. You're 60. Well, can you remember the show from back then, Clavs? And which ones were your favourite then, and has it changed? But guys in the live, I want to know your top three from tonight. And Jess, I'm going to come to you first for your top three songs.
So I think my number one would be the UK. Number two would probably be the Netherlands. And number three, did I even like 3 songs this year? I'll get back to you on my third one.
All
I
right,
need
Tommy.
to refresh my memory.
Yeah, so UK was definitely it was the standout winner for sure. My other two special mentions would be I liked Finland. So the really, really tall guy and the backing dancers and singing Pump Pump. That was
That's
really
my
You
number
really have to
3.
talk
that
about.
was
You
so much
really have to
fun.
talk about Finland.
Yeah.
You really have to talk about Finland.
That was quite a lot of fun. And just for the outfit, the lady from Norway in the Mata Hari in the gold jumpsuit and the headband and the gold sunglasses that she kept putting on and off. I love that as well. So yeah, they were my top 3.
Glasses are quite something.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favourite was Italy tonight. I'm a huge fan of Albano and Romina Power anyway, and I just thought it was a really nice, sweet song. I noticed he forgot his lyrics.
Yeah,
It's,
there was
it
a
Yeah.
bit of
almost looked.
mumbling going on.
You just got a sense that they never. That was literally the first time they'd ever performed that song. It's almost like there was never any rehearsal for Italy. But I thought it was a sweet song. I'm sure it came in the top 10. We'll have to find out the results from Twitter as well tonight and see what the viewers voted. I really liked Monaco.
Yeah, I like that too. It was very
Yes,
funky.
I like that one too.
I can't remember how it went. I just remember that I liked that one. France, I think I liked as well, but also Israel, I liked a bit of a boom, boom,
Hmm.
boom, something like that. So, if I had to pick my three, I'm going to pick Italy, Israel, and Monaco. And I have to shout out to the Balkan realness from Yugoslavia as well. It's nice to have the Balkan song in there. Let's talk Finland then. I'm sorry, guys. Why all this love for Finland?
Freddie and the
It's
Friends. What more can you say?
fun, it's catchy, it's cheesy, it's a happy song that puts you in a good mood. And then when you see like the Freddie, butt bumping with his female dancers, I mean, it's fun, it's funny. It's a
I'm
nice
sorry, but
song.
if
Yeah,
he was doing that in this day and age, he would be arrested and he'd be on a register. It just looked
it was very joyful.
wrong.
I would say that about the Italian song.
It's just like this
Looks-
big lump of a man going like this.
Yeah. I thought it was just so joyful and happy and upbeat, and yeah, they just looked so happy, and the dancers were great, and it seemed like a good poppy song as well. I think it's the first time I've ever heard it, but I'm sure I'm going to listen back to it and like find it quite addictive.
All right, I'm literally never going to watch it again. We just have to find out. Let's just find out from some top threes quickly. So Sarah O'Halloran, Finland. Oh, you're another Finland fan. Switzerland
You're
and
our
Germany. So you like the clown. Let's have a look. Oh, Clavs, I'm so sorry. I thought you said you were 16 in 1976. I get it now. You're minus 16. So you're not 80 or whatever I accused you of being. Newton C, your top three. UK, France. Some love for Italy at last. Matthew Blackie, UK, Monaco. Yes, we'd love to see Monaco back. And Italy. Yes, love those three. ESE Manga, France was your winner. Oh, it's George Makin. How you doing, George? Thank you for joining tonight. Did you watch the show? You want to know your top three? Over to you, Jess.
So we have the Twitter results. Would you like to know them?
Oh, go on.
Yes.
Shall I read them out, or I could? No one's going to see
Let's
that,
guess. Let's guess. I reckon the UK still won.
Yeah, I think so
You
too.
are correct.
Okay,
Wow.
and second, hold on.
8,371 points.
Who would have come second?
Oh,
Oh, it wasn't Finland, was it? Was it Finland?
Nope.
Was it
Israel?
France?
It was France
Ah,
with 6,269 votes. And Andy, guess who was in third place?
Finland, wasn't it?
Yep.
Why?
there's something about it.
And then we had Monaco in fourth place, Norway in fifth place. So quite a good
That was the
top
woman
five.
with the catsuit and the glasses.
Yeah.
Who came last?
Spain was last. Luxembourg second last. Sorry, Andy, but Italy was third last.
Oh wow.
Where
did Ireland
go? On Twitter.
And then, sorry, Tommy, but Ireland were fifth last.
I thought Ireland was a beautiful song. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was a ballad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nice and classy. Luxembourg, I mean, like the man needed the smile wiped off his face because he was far too happy. I've literally never seen anyone.
Was that the guy with the really big blonde bushy hair?
Yeah, that's the only reason I didn't like him, because he had loads of hair.
That was a beautiful head of hair.
That was an amazing head of hair. Joanne Johnson, you're saying UK, Israel, and Italy were your favourites. You got a good taste, Joanne. Thank you. Let's talk about Israel, because I think Israel was still quite new in the contest at this time, but it was it was a very catchy song, I think, and one of the better performances of the evening as well. With I saw some dodgy choreography tonight, but Israel seemed to get it right for me.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. It was very in the same style of a lot of the Israeli 70s entries, like Izar Cohen and some other ones like Hora, the very simple choreography, but very in sync, and the backup dancers joining in. Yeah, so I thought it was really, really good. And I saw in the comments while I was watching the YouTube feed that apparently the three ladies met while they were doing military service, but which is quite interesting. But I don't know if that's unsubstantiated. But yeah, I thought they were really good performers.
There's lots of love for Finland in the. Like, I'm literally going to give up this job. Everyone, Sarah O'Halloran, your news is Finland 1976 is going to be your wedding song.
Oh,
When you married Demi from Unity. Okay. Eurovision Sire, you're a Finland fan as well. Maybe I need to go back and watch this song again. I just couldn't get over the big man and the piano player with the short arms. His arms looked shorter than they should have looked. It was just all a bit weird for me. But yeah, Jess, were you an Israel fan tonight?
not really, I'm afraid. I mean, I can agree with you that it was a very polished performance, one of the better performances of the night, with a very catchy song, but this song just did nothing for me.
It's weird, isn't it? Because I read if this was like if 1976 was now, we'd probably all have quite the same taste. But because we're listening to things that how long ago was that? Was that 40 something years? 44 years? Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's like so polarizing. Like, something you love, I don't like. Right, here's a question for you: the best outfit of the night.
Oh, the Mata Hari woman, the gold.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I was gonna choose her as well. I didn't like the song, but I thought she looked great. And Jess, I could see you rocking that outfit. Maybe even you, Tommy. I don't know.
But I was thinking, like, if we existed in 1976 and it was like Euro disco or Euro club, like pretty much all the women would just be wearing that.
Yeah, there was a lot of jumpsuits. It was a night of jumpsuits and very 70s style suits with big collars and small ties. I liked it.
Flared trousers.
And flare trousers, yeah.
You can't beat the flares. Who had the worst outfit? I thought Germany looked pretty rubbish.
Germany.
It was the guys. They didn't match.
I wasn't so keen on the dress Romina Power was wearing. Kind of looked like a wedding dress. I wasn't liking that one. Oh, and those cowboy Austrians. Didn't like their outfits.
Monaco looked classy tonight. I mean, she looked like a woman that meant business. You didn't want to mess with her. But she looked good. Was it Mary Christie?
Another standout was the lady of the duo from Italy. She was absolutely stunning, and that beautiful dress. It was gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't like that dress.
Didn't you?
It just looked
That's the one you thought looked like a wedding dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did actually think it looked like a wedding dress, but she just looked great, I thought. Maybe not for Eurovision.
Maybe that was part of the act, because I'm sure they were singing about a child. Were they singing about a child in that song? I just remember, and the first time Dad. That's literally the only lyric that I can remember. You've got Brotherhood of Man talking about kissing someone when they're 3. You could get away with a lot in 1976.
Yeah.
Including these fashion choices.
It's quite interesting to see how the contest has evolved, because it's like watching these older contests. It's like, am I watching Eurovision? Like, when you compare it to like 2019, the difference is huge. It doesn't seem like it's the same show.
It's incredible, yeah. Even the voting was quite retro in terms of like the analog screen and the phoning in. That was quite interesting. Whereas now it's like just so digitalized and animated and automatic. There's not much back and forth.
I missed the flags because I kept having reading the board, trying to pick out a country, and then realize how different a lot of countries' names are in Dutch compared to English.
Yeah.
Like Oosterwijk. I don't even know if that's right. So what country is that? It's Austria. So yeah, I could have done with flags. I could have done with flags tonight. Also, the voting was in a weird order.
Yeah. Took me a long time to figure it out.
Yeah, so they were announcing the points in the order that the performances had occurred.
Yeah.
So it was going, well, mostly 12 points for the UK who went first, and then 2 points, and then 3 points, and then 8 points, and then 5 points. Yeah, it was quite strange.
But I
But
actually
it was
quite
kind of
like it.
interesting as well. Yeah, it was like an interesting dynamic.
But if you're the last country on the scoreboard, Yugoslavia, then you kind of know whether you're going to get points or not, depending on if
Yeah,
10
that's true.
countries. Well, yeah, if you're
Ah,
counting like how many
yeah.
countries have already had points, then you already know like that you're not going to get any. So
Yeah.
I can get why they must have changed it within a few years, because I'm sure one of the ones we watched in the 80s, the voting was in the order as we know it now. So they
Mm.
must have seen the flaws in that and changed it quite quickly. Because yeah, I didn't enjoy the voting as much as I normally would, and I think for kind of the audience participation as well, there's no like, it's not suspense, but you just don't really
Yeah.
know where you are or what's coming next. And
Mhm.
if you're given a 12 points, and obviously the UK got a number of 12 points, if you're given the 12 points first, it's like, who cares about the rest?
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. And also, this is complete laziness, but I like it the way nowadays the winners, they pop up in order. The winners are at the very top
Yeah.
left. So I was like kind of always constantly like glancing around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's laziness, but yeah.
Imagine having to be the host and have to do that as well, actually, in the middle of presenting a show. It just shows how good the hosts are, especially in those days, because everything's computerized now. All the information is
Mm.
fed to you. She was literally on stage having to work it all out herself. I don't remember them doing like like halfway through when they do it, this country's in the lead,
Yeah.
or
No,
She just
no, they didn't do
powered
that. No.
through.
it was, but it was different. But I didn't enjoy the voting tonight. I kind of lost my way, and then I got a bit fed up with it. Eurovision side, you're saying Monaco and Norway sounded like someone singing over the music from a 1970s pop show. Yes, like that. I honestly can't remember Norway's song. I don't think I liked it too much. I just liked her and the outfit. Um, Sarah O'Halloran, you want to be that clown playing the guitar? Okay, you've got a thing for clowns, Sarah O'Halloran. Um, and someone is telling us that Brotherhood and Man are apparently still together as well. Right,
Oh.
so some bad hairstyles, some bad outfits, but some nice moments from the show tonight. And it's, I'm sure I said to you, Tommy, like, never forget where you came from. And that's what it feels like when we're going back and watching these old shows that we've never seen before. It's quite nice. It's like a little nod to history, I think, and simpler
Yeah,
times.
it's a lot of
Were they simpler?
nostalgia. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's nice. In a way, I'm a bit of a Eurovision traditionalist, and I like the orchestra and like more focus on the music rather than the performances. Although I do enjoy the performances, so from that point of view, I like the stripped back, just focusing on the music part of it. That's quite refreshing. But yeah, I think it was nice to see that in its like pure form from back in the day.
I'm just glad that choreography has improved over the years, because like the choreography tonight was shocking. I can't even, the pump. Oh my god! It's just all I can think about is the pump and the clown.
Well, I guess by 70s standards, I guess this was like the height of fashion and choreography, maybe.
I know, we get like a glimpse of what our parents must have looked like back then. I mean, the men's haircuts tonight were like, some of them were really shocking.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh. And I'm sure like some of them were like 25 years old and they looked about 55 because of their
Yeah.
haircut.
yeah. There was a lot of like heavy mustaches and like heavily grown out hair.
Oh, Matthew
I'm sure it'll
Blackley
come back
agrees.
round.
Matthew's just saying he agrees with you on the orchestra. It was a nice touch to see the orchestra tonight. So, although I'd love them to bring back the orchestra, it's never going to happen, really, is it? I think we're kidding ourselves. But please
I
bring
mean, it
back.
would be cool to hear like what was it, Hutterman Sigra with an orchestra. That would be cool.
That
Oh,
would
with
be interesting.
some hardcore string section.
Yeah, like really
Wow.
dramatic strings. Yeah, that would be
I
cool.
would quite like to hear that actually.
Maybe someone can like do a mashup.
But it's funny because some of the 2020 songs were actually, their backing tracks were quite orchestral, like Tears Getting Sober and Attention.
Slovenia.
I feel like, yeah, they were completely orchestral. So I guess there still is a place for it, even after all these years. Yeah, so that's quite cool.
Oh, well, we'll see. But anyway, guys, that was Eurovision again, 1976. So we're going to wrap it up. I feel like I'm getting a cold, and I've just noticed while I'm doing this video, so I hope I'm not getting ill. But we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back in 4 weeks' time for whatever year we're doing Eurovision again for. Is there any particular years you guys would love to see?
I mean, I'd happily watch anything from 98 up until 2019.
Yeah,
Literally been the past 5 years.
I feel the same. The ones from that I can remember. But then after tonight, I'm like really happy to see ones that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So, but I think a lot of them from the more recent years have already been covered, haven't they? So I believe maybe 2000 is yet to be done. So that would be.
I would love
cool.
2000.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to the 90s next, I think, but we'll probably be back in the 2000s, I guess. They seem to alternate it from like a recent one to an old one. But guys, thanks so much for joining us. If you're new to EuroVoxx, make sure you subscribe to our channel. The link is down there somewhere. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and go to our website, eurovoxx.tv, for all the latest news. Otherwise, Jess, Tommy, thank you so much. We'll see you all soon, guys. See,
Bye.
I need to do.
Bye.